Hi guys, welcome to my channel, the perfect place for lash artists, lash bosses, and lash trainers. On this video, I want to share with you my exact strategy on how I generated $100,000 on my first year after I became a lash artist. It is a very simple system that I call the Lash Happiness System. It meant that I will make my clients extra happy during their lash application. Well, this is how it worked. I would have, as a beauty professional, I had the option to give my clients extra services. So I created a whole menu of services that were complementary to my lash application service that I was giving to my client. Meaning that I was offering services like brow waxing, eye hydrating system, lip hydrating treatment, also express facials. I was adding services that didn't take a lot of time for me to perform, or services that I could add to my clients during the lash application, like a lip treatment or maybe a hand rejuvenating treatment. It didn't add additional time, but I was able to charge extra money by adding this into the service. Now, by doing this, you can absolutely double your revenue with that specific client. How this system worked was, it is a card that I used that had my client's name. It also had the service they were getting, services that I could add on. It reminded me to recommend my client a product before they left, and also to rebook my client before they left my shop. This way, I wouldn't forget to do these things. Sometimes we get too comfortable and we forget that our clients are coming to see us because they want to feel pampered. They want to feel beautiful. And if you can offer these things to your clients, if you are a licensed cosmetologist or a licensed esthetician, which I highly recommend that you do if you are, or you become one if you're doing eyelash extensions, because this is going to help you grow way faster. Now, by doing this, it didn't matter if I had a full day of appointments or if I only had 3 clients in my books. The reason why was because by offering my clients extra services, I was almost doubling my revenue during that day. So let me give you an example. Let's say I would have 3 clients for that day. I will start filling out my happiness card before all of my clients arrive. And I will strategize before they arrive to the things that I was going to offer. I will start offering things before the service, during the service, and after the service. There's 3 ways that you can do that. Before the service, I will say, would you like to get your brows done today? And if she said, yes, of course, then that was something that I would add to my happiness card so I wouldn't forget. Now I am adding an additional $25 by offering another service even before I get started. During the time that I was lashing my clients or getting her ready, I would say, oh, your lips seem a little bit dry. Would you like me to do a lip hydrating system? I have this awesome collagen gel pads that we can do. I can exfoliate your lips. They're gonna be super soft and hydrated by the end of your application. It took me 2 minutes to do this service, and I could charge $20 for it. Now, my ticket had an additional $25 for brow, an additional $20 for the lip treatment, plus my lash fills that I charge $110. Now, I increased my ticket by $45 by just adding those 2 services. During the service, I would also talk to my client about skincare and offering her an express facial. If she said, no, I might not have time to do an express facial, I would always remind her for the next appointment so she could plan better. So you see, I am upselling my service today, but I'm also prepping to upsell my client and getting her ready to book a facial for the next appointment. So this is how I generated double my income by just adding extra services in my lash application. Now, before my client left, let's say I was ready, we have done the brow waxing. Well, during the brow waxing, I will also say, would you like to tint your brows? And if she said, oh yeah, that would be great, I will say, oh, you know what? It adds extra texture to your brows, and they will seem darker. You're not gonna need as much makeup. It lasts you about a week or so, and it's only $20. Well, now my ticket was increased by $65. And plus the $110, now you do the math, that means that my business was about $175 when by the time I was starting that appointment, it was only $110. So you see how by adding extra services, making your clients happy, this can help you grow your business as well. It is very simple. Then at the end of the service, I will recommend my client to take home a lip hydrating treatment, the kit, where I will retail this kit to them, which had everything I used, the exfoliant, the collagen mask, and the lip gloss. I would sell these kits for an extra $35. Now I am making about $200 and something with just one client in just one appointment. Now, the happiness system was really a strategy so that I wouldn't forget, but at the same time, I was serving my customers better, I was providing more value in my business, and I was becoming their to-go person for all of their beauty needs. It was very easy for my clients to leave me after I offer so many benefits to their day. So that's how I became an exceptional lash artist and how I grew my lash clientele in such a short period of time. This client started referring other clients, and the rest is history. I just built this incredible eyelash extensions business. And then once I started being so busy, I started to hire more lash artists to help me with the overflow. Now, the other way that I also was able to upsell a lot of my services was by sharing my experience with a specific product or in a specific treatment. If, let's say, I've done, of course, we all have done facials if you're in the beauty industry, hopefully, and I will share with my client what a specific treatment will do. Maybe I will use an enzyme, or maybe I will use a chemical peel, maybe I will use oxygen. All of these things had really good benefits to your skin, and I will just share with my clients and give them my experience. So I will tell them I did this treatment and my skin was so hydrated. It got rid of all the dryness I had during the winter, and I started to do it once a month, and my skin is glowing now. It's so hydrated. So my clients will be curious and they're like, oh, I would love to try it next time. Then I will get them booked for that service again. Same thing with products. In my business, I only offer products that I believe in and that I use. So I can share my experience with that product and the benefits of that product with my clients. So I would offer them the products that I feel more comfortable using. And one of them was like the hyaluronic acid, and I love image products, so I will offer them as well. But we also had lines like for acne, and so we worked with the Face Reality line. So if you have an experience using a specific product and you are retailing that product in your business by talking about the product and your own personal experience, your client is going to be more likely to buy it, because they see you as the expert. You are the lash expert, the beauty expert, the skincare expert, and the to-go person for all of their beauty needs. So make sure that you're sharing your information as well. And this is how at the end you can offer the product to your client and be like, hey, and this is the product that I was telling you about, and I highly recommend that you start using it. And you give them a breakdown of how they should use the product at home, and you let them know the benefits that it's going to have in their skin and how it should improve within time and use. Then at the time I'm checking out my client, I will also check their books and see what other services they had in the past. So before we're booking my appointment, I will ask my client, so would you have time in the next 2 weeks when you return to book a facial? Then I will have my appointment for the lash service. I will have my appointment for the facial. And the time that my client returns again, I will try to also offer them another service again, maybe a lip treatment, maybe again, eye hydrating treatment after. So I make sure that I pre-sold my client to other services also. Now, this is how we educate our clients to take care of themselves, that skincare and personal care, self-care is so important, and that you can help them with all of this. So these are the things and the strategy that I use to create a revenue of $100,000 per year in my business, was by offering my clients the Lash Happiness System. I have attached that card below here on our video, so make sure that you go down, you click on it, and you download the card. It is a system that is super easy to use, and you can start applying it in your business right away. And the beautiful thing about it is, for for you to create these services, it's not gonna cost you a lot of money. So if you find your books to be a little bit open, or some days are slower than other days, this is a great strategy to add extra services, even if it takes you an extra 15 to 20 minutes. If you have the time, why not, right? And even if you are fully booked and you just want to increase your revenue by 20 to 30% just by adding the lip treatments, which takes you 2 minutes, or adding the brow and brow shaping and the brow tinting to your menu of services, that can add an extra $45, and it only takes you an extra 5 minutes. So remember, work smart and not hard. Hope this was helpful, and don't forget to download your card that is here below, the Lash Happiness System. Good luck.